I think the reason why they've cast all the actors as young as they have is so that they've got franchise rights that will make them rich beyond their wildest dreams.
Yeah.
So if you think about it, it'll be, another 2-3 years? If this is successful and it kickstarts Ghostbusters again, it'll be at least another 2 or 3 years before they can make another movie.
Yeah.
So what does that make McKenna Grace 15, 16? It'll make the other kid 15, 16. It'll put Finn Wolfhard into his early 20s.
Yeah, it'd be 19 or 20 in the movie.
You know? So, that's why they're doing it. That's why you skew so young.
So, here's the thing, right? I read, obviously when it comes out, you read all the message boards and you go on to Twitter and Facebook and see what everybody's saying and everything, and you go through all the vitriol and you look for the fun stuff. One guy had hypothesized that Paul Rudd may not be what we think he is in this movie.
Okay.
Have we talked about this?
No.
Okay. He hypothesized that Paul Rudd might be in the town because he's a Shandor follower, because he knows about the Ghostbusters.
Oh.
And because apparently we know he's in the town as a makeshift teacher.
Yeah, well, he originally came because of the earthquakes, didn't he? He's a seismologist.
So this guy is saying that everybody's saying he's going to know who the Ghostbusters are and he's going to become... But he was saying that all the evidence also points that he may be there to, as a disciple of Ivo Shandor.
I can see that.
And he may actually be the bad guy.
I can see that, though.
Which, by the way, as much as I really want him to be the future of Ghostbusters, I would take that in a heartbeat.
Absolutely, yeah.
And it would be a really cool twist if that's why he's in the town.
I don't think that's what it's going to be, though.
I don't think it is either.
It would be nice if it was. It would be a fun twist that no one would see coming, but you don't cast Paul Rudd to play a bad guy.
But it would be good, though, wouldn't it?
It would be good, but... Yeah, no, from what we've seen of him so far, where he's mesmerized by the ghost trap. He's showing the kids images of the Ghostbusters from an old newsreel.
Yeah, but what if he's there to find that technology? What if he needs that technology to bring back Gozer?
I can see it. I can see it. I'm not ruling it out, but I genuinely think Paul Rudd's just there to be...
I think so too.
Mr. Gooberson.
But to me, at the minute in my head, he could be Sam Rockwell in Charlie's Angels.
See if they'd cast Sam Rockwell.
Yeah, you'd be like, you're definitely the bad guy.
You're the bad guy.
And by the way, cast Sam Rockwell in anything.
Yeah. No. Cast Sam Rockwell as the reincarnation of Ivo Shandor.
Yes. By the way, I know you said earlier on you haven't seen Jojo Rabbit.
No.
Sam Rockwell in Jojo Rabbit.
He's in Jojo Rabbit?
Oh, yeah.
Why haven't I seen this?
He's a Nazi in it.
He's a Nazi?
Yeah. And he's absolutely...
I did not see that coming.
He's a Nazi with a twist. And he has the best... I
definitely did not see that coming.
He has the best second last scene ever in a movie.
Right.
And it's phenomenal.
Right.
And Jojo Rabbit, by the way, is essential viewing.
Well, don't spoil it. I'm going to watch it.
I'm not going to spoil it.
I'm definitely going to watch it.
Go and watch it.
By the time that we make another podcast in about a year's time, I will have seen it.
Yeah, on DVD.
Yeah. No, Blu-ray.
Blu-ray.
No, Netflix.
It's essential. It's essential viewing.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful, wonderful, funny, emotional. It's just got everything it takes. And by the way, Scarlett Johansson has never been better than she is in this movie.
Really, yeah.
She's
the mum, isn't she?
I completely fell in love with her in this movie.
Fair dues.
I've always liked her.
Yeah.
But this isn't, she's not, she's a very strong character, but she's not all sexy and everything. She's just a woman in an impossible situation.
I fell in love with her in the first scene of Lost in Translation.
Yeah. Yeah. By the way, Lost in Translation, somebody asked me once about what is my favourite movie of unspoken love, scene of unspoken love.
Yeah, it's
and it's when he touches her foot in that scene.
Yeah.
Where they're lying on the bed.
Yeah.
And he just touches her foot. And it's such a powerful scene. And then the other one was in Vanilla Sky, when he says to her about the speech about, we'll meet in another life when we're both cats.
Yeah.
And that line is just such an amazing line. But, Scarlett Johansson's phenomenal in this. Everybody's good in this. Even Rebel Wilson, who I hate.
Oh, I despise Rebel Wilson.
I just can't. She's so good in this. And she has a line at the end, which is just going to crack you up. And it's I said to you, there's certain lines in it that you don't know whether you're allowed to laugh at.
Yeah.
You are, by the way. If you find it funny, it's funny. She has a line at the end that is just so wrong. It's phenomenal.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Do you know what I might do for the rest of the day now? I might actually take myself out to go see it.
Go and see it. If you can find it somewhere local, go and see it.
Get something to eat.
It's absolutely worth it. It's just a delight.
Brilliant. It's still on, isn't it? It
should
still
be,
in
yeah.
cinemas. It was released in the UK on New Year's Day.
Well,
I believe,
it's my wedding anniversary at the weekend, so my plan...
Congratulations.
Thank you very much. My plan, we're going to Dublin, we're staying over in Dublin, so I said to my wife, we're just going to go and try and find a cinema with a nice restaurant beside it, and we're going to go and see 1917, Bad Boys and Birds of Prey.
I forgot that Bad Boys was out.
Yeah, because 1917, I need to see.
Yeah,
as soon as possible.
it's one of those. It's
Have you seen it?
It's kind of like Birdman, where like it's supposed to be all one shot, but
yeah.
there's lots of little hidden edits and stuff in there.
Yeah.
No, I haven't seen it yet.
Apparently it's amazing. I want to see it. I hear Bad Boys is really good. It's really entertaining. And just before we wrap up, you went to see Birds of Prey last night?
I went to see Birds of Prey last night. One of your most average comic book movies ever.
Okay.
I've already forgotten most of it.
Okay.
Because there's not a lot to remember.
Okay.
The biggest problem the movie has, and we've discussed this because this was a big story on the Following the Nerd site a couple of months back, that there was supposed to be a subplot. Now, rumour is that there was supposed to be a subplot in this between Victor Zsasz and Black Mask.
Yes.
That has been heavily cut down and edited out. I was shocked to find out this movie is an hour and 49 minutes.
Is it even that long? I thought it was an hour and a half.
It's an hour and 49.
Right.
But that's including end credits. It's okay as a movie. The worst thing about it is the plot. There is none.
Okay.
Which,
by the way, can be fine. A small personal movie is fine.
Yeah. But it's plotless.
Right.
It's the most basic and meaningless of setups that allows us to have an excuse to have a lot of kick-ass women on screen beating the crap out of the men's for an entire movie.
Which, by the way, also fine.
No, absolutely fine, yeah. But it's just so flat.
Okay.
It doesn't really give you anything to do. It doesn't give the characters much to do, apart from show up to random places and have a fight. And that's it. I mean, like, some of the action is very creative. I will give them that. The visuals look good. It's a much cleaner looking movie than the likes of Man of Steel or Suicide Squad.
Right, okay.
Which were kind of quite grungy and dark. This looks like it exists in a postmodern world of Batman Forever. Do you know, like the big neon signs and lights and stuff? It looks like a modernized version of that.
Obviously, it all takes place in Gotham City.
It takes place in Gotham City, yes. Right. There's numerous references made to Gotham. I did notice there's a lot of sets being reused in it. So there's kind of an awkward, oh God, we're here again, are we?
Ewan McGregor, the movie itself, like locations, you mean?
Yeah, in the movie itself. Ewan McGregor spends a lot of time in these sets just basically having arguments with people.
Right.
And he's playing Black Mask.
Yeah.
You know, so he doesn't really do much. Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn is absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
She is.
I've heard the performances are really good.
Yeah, the performances from everyone is great. It's just that they're almost like they're too good of an actor. They're too high caliber to be dealing with material like this.
Right.
Because everyone's out there giving their all. And they're not really... They don't have enough to give, if you know what I mean.
Aye. They're not given enough to give, you mean? They're not...
Exactly, yeah. And also, they kind of do the whole unreliable narrator thing. Like they do with, like... The closest I can compare this to is the likes of Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. It's like when Robert Downey Jr. is telling the story and he goes, shit, I forgot to tell you this. And the movie actually pauses and rewinds.
Yeah.
They do that in this.
It's being compared to Deadpool.
No. It's... I wouldn't say it's exactly the same as Deadpool. She kind of... Like, she dominates the movie. I don't know why this wasn't... Margot Robbie, yeah. I don't think I would have called this Birds of Prey. I would have called this Harley Quinn and the Birds of Prey instead of the other way around. It just kind of potters along.
Okay.
There's nothing in it that would make you go, oh my God, do you remember this scene?
Yeah.
Oh my God, this was class. Oh my God, I love this bit. Because it keeps jumping around so much. Well, so the entire start of the movie is so confusing, you really have to pay attention.
Right. Okay. The movie has some really big Batman characters in it, right?
Yes.
We have Mary Elizabeth Winstead playing the Huntress.
Who is insane.
In a good way.
In this movie, yes. Absolutely crazy. She just sort of shows up.
Okay.
Just like, hi, and I'm here too.
So there's no
arrow to the face.
There's no explanation of who she is because I talked about this. She has conflicted histories in the comics.
Yes, she it's very, very brief, but it's basically explained that her parents were killed by mob bosses, so she's going around killing all the mob bosses.
The next character we have then is Renee Montoya.
Wasted completely.
Who I heard in the movie, she is actually a cop. Renee Montoya is part of the GCPD.
Yes.
And I hear in the movie that she's basically like a kicking bag for men in the police station.
She is, yes. They kind of try to give all of the Birds of Prey and Harley Quinn something in common. So one of the things they have in common is, it's explained at the start of the movie that Mr. J would take the credit for all of Harley Quinn's good ideas.
Right.
So that's why he looked like the mastermind all the time. Likewise with Renee Montoya's character, her boss in the GCPD takes all the credit for all the hard work that she does.
We see this to me shows a fundamental misunderstanding of who Renee Montoya is, because in the comics and in Batman the Animated Series, where she was first, and she's even in The Dark Knight.
Yeah.
She's a badass character. Mm-hmm. And, you know, her, Commissioner Gordon, and Harvey Bullock are they're the triumvirate of the GCPD. Mm-hmm. And the idea that she's getting a hard time from the evil men in the police station worries me.
Yeah.
It also worries me as well that, and you said this, that Harley's character, the idea is that it's sort of set up that she was the brains behind the organisation, but Joker takes the credit.
Yeah.
But the fact of the matter is,
that's why she left him.
The reason Harley, and anybody that's read Mad Love will understand this, the reason Harley is such a great character is because when she was introduced, she was just a lowly sidekick.
Yeah, she was the head.
But she becomes great when she becomes her own character.
Yeah.
And anybody is watching the Harley Quinn animated series, by the way, which is essential viewing. This explores this all so very well, and it explores the whole toxic relationship between her and the Joker, and everything else is phenomenal. By the way, I know you haven't watched it yet.
No,
I
I've
absolutely recommend it.
No, they don't go into any of that.
They don't go into any of that, which is annoying.
Jared Leto isn't even in the movie, aside from a couple of little flashbacks from Suicide Squad at the start, but that's it.
So who else? We have Black Canary.
We have Black Canary,
played by Journey Smollett.
Again, does nothing. Rocks up for about 5 minutes near the start of the movie, where it's to set up her canary cry. Mm-hmm. So she's in the club and she's on stage singing. She hits a high note and it shatters Ewan McGregor's martini glass. And then at the end, naturally, what do you think's going to happen? Is she going to use her big canary cry at some point? Yes, she does, and then that's it.
Does it feel like whenever I watch Suicide Squad, and by the way, I really like Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
Okay, I know it's deeply, deeply flawed, but it has a lot of really good moments in it, and it's what I call a great background movie.
Yeah.
Like, it's on a lot in my house when I'm doing stuff.
Yeah, you can kind of drop in and out of it.
You know, and there's bits you're like, oh, I really like this bit, and then you can be like, right, okay, I can go back to what I was doing. But when I watched Suicide Squad, I really got the feeling that it was setting up a Deadshot movie. It was setting up a Captain Boomerang movie. It was setting up, a Harley Quinn movie. Yeah. Is that why the characters are underdeveloped, do you think? Are we going to see these characters again in a bigger way?
But see, the thing is, in order to make audiences want to see these characters again, you're going to have to develop them right out the gate.
Yeah.
We've had 2 movies now with Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn. There has been no change, no difference in any of it.
Yeah.
She's still the same character. She's still acting the same way. The only difference in this movie is she broke up with the Joker at the start.
That's a lot of history in 2 movies, like.
Yeah.
Does at the end of it, do you feel like you have established the Birds of Prey?
No.
Is there any mention of future characters in Birds of Prey? Like,
no.
Maybe, Barbara Gordon or anything?
Nope.
I'm assuming because Montoya works in the GCPD that Gordon's mentioned?
Nope.
Wow. Are there any secret cameos?
Nope.
I'd sort of hoped that there might be at some point in the movie you're like, oh my god, there's, I don't know, Jimmy Olsen, I don't know,
Nope.
There's nothing like that.
There's nothing like that at all.
Oh no.
It's the most by-the-numbers basic movie you could ever watch.
Right.
Now, having said that, it's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It is a lot of fun. They have a fight scene in a fun house at one point, and it's just played for laughs. It's just there to just be nuts.
Right.
But and it's basically it's what we were saying earlier about Ghostbusters. It's the characters in a situation.
Yeah.
Like, for anyone else, it would just be, right, we gotta call the police to get the hell out of here. With them, it's just watching these lunatics react to an entirely insane situation. Like, there is a slow motion scene of a sandwich falling on the floor. and it's played with like dramatic music, like a main character's just died.
Right. Okay.
Because Harley Quinn loves these sandwiches that